Hello all. Welcome back to the second installment of Regina's live stream. Here they discuss how the relationship with Kai came about, among other things. Enjoy.
How did I and Kai start talking? I started talking to Kai through Instagram. He popped up in my, Discover page. I commented on his shit, saying, he posted my favorite band, which was Mumford & Sons at the time. So I commented on his shit, and I was like, you're my new favorite account, you're so pretty, yada yada, and we just went and started talking from there. Does Kai really go to Olive Garden as much as we think? Yes. Does Kai really cry that easily? I'm a total crybaby. Yes, Kai really cries that easily. He really does. What were convos with Kai most often about? They were most often about Kai. When did you last talk to Kai? The day I last talked to Kai. The day I last talked to Kai was the day I sent Kai a goodbye letter, and I could probably find it, or I still have it in my notes. So I can post the exact day, but it was first week of September was the last time I talked to Kai. I sent him the goodbye note, and then I blocked him once I saw that he read it and was typing back. But he's still unblocked on my messenger, so I can still get the messages. But Kai, if you're watching this and you block my shit now, I got all of them saved. Just saying. Try me. Try me. Please try me. I'm petty today. I'm real petty today. Why did you decide to stop talking to him? The reason I decided to stop talking to Kai was... Wow, you got some good questions. The reason why I stopped talking to Kai was, I didn't know about, Greg and Sarah's relationship. I did not. And I was so horrified, that Kai would sit and let that happen to someone that's supposed to be our best friend and has been so loyal, undyingly loyal and sweet and kind and, just the best kind of friend you can have to us. And Kai just letting that happen to my best friend. And it made me sick to think of me being friends with someone who could let that happen. Let that happen. It's just, I can't even, I'm stressed even talking about it. Would Kai ever talk about you running away together? Yes, we would talk about that very often. Kai would, and I would talk about running away together, yes. And pretty seriously at one time, too. I thought it was serious, at least. But then again, I thought us dating was serious, and apparently not. Yeah, we would talk about running away together, away from Greg. Would Kai talk about Greg yelling at him? Yes. Kai would talk about Greg yelling at him and, calling him names and saying, what he thinks is stupid or how he feels is stupid and, ignoring him. Kai would try to tell Greg how he felt about something, and Greg would kind of just not respond. Cat470, I appreciate that question, but that's something I'm not gonna speak about. I just assure you it's gonna be taken care of. I understand that you're worried, though. Why, in your opinion, does Kai stay with Greg even though he talks about running away, etc.? Because he's a doormat and doesn't know how to fend or provide for himself, and also hasn't had, any actual adult life experiences besides getting married and, reproducing. Do you know if they got some other possible victim living with them now? I know Timo McFly was there for a while, but I don't know really what's going on with that situation. I don't know of any victim there at the moment, though, no. Who Timo McFly is, from what I understand, Timo McFly is, from what I understand, a patron, whatever you want to call it, of Greg's that has visited their home frequently. There is a rumor that Timo and Greg fucked. I ain't gonna say it's the absolute truth. I don't know of that, but at this point, I'm not surprised by anything. Do you know if Greg is currently grooming girls in his Discord, like that Savvy Candy girl? Not that I know of. I have began to look into the rumors about the Savvy Candy girl, but I don't know enough about that situation to speak on it. How old is McFly? McFly's in their 20s, I think. I wonder if Greg is going to try to use Kai being trans as an excuse to want a girlfriend. I think he already is doing that, honestly. And I let you have a girlfriend. Yes, I think that's sort of what he's doing at this point. And Kai's a format, so he's going to let him do that. But if Kai wants to be a man, he can be treated like one. So, how long were you and Kai talking? Me and Kai started talking in 2012 and stopped talking officially early September. Did he ever want you to come live with them? There was talk about it multiple times, but by the time I was able to visit for the first time, Kai was no longer interested. I think that I don't know what a good way is right now, but I think that the way people are reaching out to their fans now is not a good way to reach out. Probably because you're too old for them. Damn, how old were you in 2012? I cannot mental math for the life of me, but my birthday is October 21st, 1997. So if you can do the math, good on you, my friend. Aw, oh, Honeybee did the math for me because I'm stupid. I was 14, 15. I feel like Greg is still with Kai because of the repercussion of divorce. He barely acknowledges Kai. Yeah, I agree. Greg doesn't seem attracted to Kai at all. Most miserable couple ever. I agree. Does he only give Kai attention when they do videos together? Yes. Kai's dad found a loophole in the prenup, but Kai snitched on him. Kai's just digging his own grave at this point. So if they got divorced, Kai would be fucked. He deserves it at this point, honestly. He really does. Hi, I'm 26, never worked a day in my life, and have child allegations under my name. Please hire me. Would Kai talk to you about leaving Greg? Yes, he would. Has Kai been in contact since all of this went down? No, he is not. Or Greg. Greg has not been in contact with me, no. What were Kai's main problems with Greg? Like I said, it was... Kai's main problems with Greg were Greg doesn't like Kai. That was the main issue, is Greg does not like Kai and acts like he likes Kai. Greg likes sex and attention. Greg wants a harem of women that will bend to his every command. Yeah, he does. Did Kai ever talk about their own parents or in-laws? Kai talked about Greg's parents a lot, or Greg's mother. Gee, what about the mom, though? Kai does not like Greg's mom, and I don't give a f*** saying that. Kai does not like Greg's mom at all, and I've never heard someone complain more about someone's mother. And it's really funny, because Kai doesn't like that Tammy tries to give Kai parenting advice, which I understand to an extent, but like Kai doesn't want to go anywhere Tammy is. Is there any particular reason for him to dislike her? I mean, Tammy is her own brand of crazy, but not any particular reason that I would say. I was under the impression Kai has specific rules from Greg regarding seeing their family. Yes. sense that from what I know, yes, but I'm not 1,000% on that. At least you're not trying to make money for something you receive for free, some great morals he got. Fuck, I wish I could make some money. I just don't want to have someone pay for shit that I got from a predator. But I'd love to make money in a heartbeat. I feel like Greg loves his mom too much, if you know what I mean. I wouldn't take parenting advice from Greg's mom either. If you think it's normal to massage your son naked, I question things. All tea, all shade. I am throwing all the shade today. That's so weird, right? Yes, it is. I think his mom is the source of his issues, as well as his father, but, like, that whole family is a little bonkers. He was talking about how he's worried about getting hard while his mom massaged him. Again. Sips tea. You're nasty. I mean, it's like, by all means, parent your child how you wish, but how insecure do you think Greg is about his body? Very. The more he mentions something, the more upset he is about it. So, when he mentions apologizing, that means he's big mad, big salty about all this drama here, about all these allegations. Like, he's very insecure about everything. What else did Kaya say about his mother-in-law? Besides the parenting thing, and besides her just being loony, like a Looney Tune, not much. She really, he really, avoided talking about Tammy, as well as avoided seeing Tammy at all costs, but, I know there's more things Kai complained about with Tammy, I just don't remember at the current moment. I mean, I will put this out here, I don't have any issues with Tammy, personally. Tammy lives her own goddamn life. She's a grown-ass woman. Like, I just don't agree with things that she's done. So, that's that. But this is not me calling out any personal beef with Tammy at all. And I'm absolutely not saying that someone should go and, like, send Tammy hate or anything. Like, as far as I feel like Tammy's irrelevant to my situation, so I think I read somewhere that Tammy made fun of Kai for being trans. I was not told about this, but it's likely. Has Kai even actually met the rest of Greg's family? Yes, Kai has. Did any of y'all interact with Tammy or Greg's sisters? No. I feel like I maybe interacted with Tammy once, but it really wasn't significant for me to remember what it was. It seems like Greg's sister stays away from him. Yeah. Does Kai have anyone who regularly visits or are isolated with Greg and the kids? I know Ryan goes over there quite a bit, and Kai and Ryan dated at one time before Ryan transitioned. I'm stuffy. But as far as I know, I don't know of anyone besides Ryan who currently visits. I hope Ryan isn't still visiting him. LMAO, that would make him big clown. I hope Ryan is not either, because Ryan seems like an okay person. Are there any men that are consistently around Greg or Kai that you know of? Men? No. Greg seems like he can't deal with any other men around. I mean, I know the gentleman from Black Box TV would visit, and I know Billy the Fridge would, and I don't really know their dynamic personally. But, I don't stand Billy the Fridge, so just gonna put that out there. Billy is hardly a man. He's a little boy. Does anyone know if Billy still hangs out with them? If Billy still hangs out with them, Billy is trash. What do you think about speaking to the local parent groups or PTA to educate them about this subject? I think that is not the route we should go about. Let the authorities handle it. I really don't think that's a great idea. I mean, at least until, like, we have... I don't know, I just... Billy defended Greg. Yeah, I know. What did he say, like, specifically? He said, like, maybe stop hanging out with them, like... Man, there's some names. I don't know who Billy is. Billy the Fridge has collaborated with Greg on many different things. He victim blamed all of y'all, like... Yeah, right? That's not how abuse works, Billy, but go off. Billy is a refrigerator. Sorry, I got distracted. Yes, Edwin, Billy is a refrigerator. I'm proud of his weight loss, but he's still a trash human being. And looks like a refrigerator. What's the best way we can support you guys, by the way? Just help fight the good fight, my dude. Like, just help with the deplatform predators hashtag. Yes, I'm very excited about the Chris Hansen stuff. I want him to cover Kai really badly. I think that would do a lot. As to how you can help us, educate people. Don't jump down their throats. Educate them. Like, and if you're out there and you're talking to Kai or Greg right now, get out. It's not worth it. It's gonna cause you more pain. Just educate people on what's happened. Like, spread the word. Don't go pledging. Like, please do not go pledging to him. Don't continue to pledge to either one of them. We have enough people looking at their stuff behind the scenes that we don't need to give them more money. That's what's not helping. So it's easier for me to say what's not helping as to say what will help. As an older sibling, I had to talk to my teenage sister to be careful of people like Kai and ONISION. Yes, and there's no need to bash people unless they're being nasty. But educate. Don't give them views on any platform. Yes, every time you go to his YouTube channel and watch his videos, you're giving him money. Think of it as you handing him $1 and just being like, here, guy, like, here's my cash, like, stupid Mr. Predator. Like, watch the re-uploads. People re-upload clips. Look at blogs. People re-upload this on purpose. The less people we have watching it, the better. Did Kai ever imply that what was going on in the household last month's Sarah? To mention to me? No. I know everything through Sarah. People aren't going to listen if we're hostile and insult them. Yes, I agree with Lane. I can't believe they were already so ready to fly someone out even recently. It's insane how good they... I don't know where you're going with that, but I agree. Yes, I was in an abuse situation and being angry does not help. Being angry is not going to help any kind of situation like this. Educating and informing people of the facts, and educating people and informing people of the facts of the situation is what's going to help the most. Being aggressive and attacking people is not what is going to help. Be angry, but make it productive. Exactly. Be angry. Stand up for it, but, like, don't be vicious. If that makes any sense. I don't know if what I'm saying is making any sense, but it makes sense to me in my head. What do you think about the Chris Hansen situation? I think it's great. I'm really happy. But, I I do think that the Chris Hansen situation in all seriousness is great. I like when people on bigger platforms are spreading the word about it, because that's how the word's going to get out better to people, and how what we're trying to tell people is going to get spread faster. And our main goal is to deplatform predators, and that's how it's going to happen quicker, by more people higher and higher up knowing of the situation. But yeah, I think that the fact that Chris Hansen is investigating this, as well as Blair White and Repzion, Repzilla, Edwin, everybody. Do you think either Greg or Kai could actually function outside of YouTube, like with real jobs? I know Greg's had a real job before. I don't know how well that held. Kai would not function in a real job whatsoever. I would be very surprised. I think it will reduce their supply, but I'm worried they'll just be better at hiding it. Again, the authorities are aware of the situation, so hopefully they're doing what's necessary to look into that not happening. Kai's crying on the job, get them up. I really don't see Kai having a job ever. I would be, like, astounded. Maybe at, like, McDonald's or some shit, but, like... As someone who's actually met him, do you think Kai would have turned out like this without Greg's influence? I didn't actually meet Kai in person, but I was his friend for years. I don't think Kai would have turned out like this if he hadn't met Greg. I feel like Kai would have been pretty cool if he hadn't met Greg. I feel like Greg is most of the issue, but Kai made his choices, and Kai chose to act the way he did and to do what he did, and he has to pay the consequences for it. Oop, Kai is crying in the break room. It'd be like that. I mean, if he would have been a normal, rich, white, spoiled kid, I would have rather had Kai be a normal, white, spoiled-ass kid than be a fucking pedophile. And that's what it is. Onision, Gregory Avero, and Kai Avero are pedophiles. They're pedophiles. Plain and simple. Kai seems to like the type now that would try to teach high school because he could be so relatable. I don't think Kai could handle anyone over the age of a newborn. Really, to be honest with you. Kai would have too much ooh-woo anxiety. Like, don't get me wrong. Anxiety is real. Social anxiety is real. And it can be crippling. I talk too fast sometimes. And I do suffer from anxiety myself. But anxiety is not a crutch that you use. And that's what Kai uses his anxiety as. Everything is blamed. All the actions that Kai has is blamed on, oh, well, I'm anxious. Bitch, me too. He only gets anxious when he gets called out. Yes, I agree. And, like, you're an adult. If you're called out for some shady behavior, own up to it. At least. Like, if I do something wrong and someone says, hey, that's not right, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, like, my bad. Like, I did that. That's my fault. I acknowledge it. But anxiety is not an excuse for your predatory behavior, like Gloomy says. I agree. It's not. And anxiety can't be your crutch forever. A lot of us, I'm sure, could agree that we suffer from anxiety. I've been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder myself. There's ways to cope. Yes, it can be crippling. Yes, it can be awful, but it's not an excuse for every behavior you exhibit. If they truly don't think their behavior is wrong, then they shouldn't be getting anxious. Yes, you can get anxious just randomly at random, which is my issue with anxiety myself. I just, all of a sudden, my brain's like, you're anxious right now. And I'm like, I don't have a reason to be. And it's like, too bad you're anxious. But that's why you get medicated. That's why you go see help. That's why you go to therapy. Kai should smoke a bowl and chill. You wrong. You wrong. You right. Not you wrong. Mental illness does not excuse abuse. I agree. Imagine Kai in front of a judge. Sorry, I can't go to jail. I have anxiety. Literally. You and the other girls are so brave for standing your ground. We got your back. Thank you so much. Sometimes I get anxious for shit I didn't do. Exactly. Like, I get anxious when there's literally no reason to be anxious, but that I'm not letting that dictate every move and every behavior I have. Where did most of the communications between you and Kai happen? We talked mostly over iMessage and Twitter DMs and Facebook too. Was there ever conflict between yourself and Kai because you liked Shane's content? No, not really. Kai liked Shane's content too. Kai was subscribed to Shane from what I know. Did Kai ever make it seem like there was a need to hide your friendship relationship? No, because we were pretty public about being friends. When did you first start thinking Kai was full of crap? I gotta think about that one for a second. I feel like it on and off happened. It would kind of be like I drift away and was like, maybe this just shouldn't happen anymore. And then I would get sucked right back in. And that's what happened before I dropped him for the last time, because he added me back on Snapchat. And we started talking on Snapchat quite a bit. And then once I figured out what happened with Greg and everything, I was like, nope, bye. But yeah, it was kind of a back and forth thing. Was Kai speaking to anyone else when he was speaking to you? Yes. And this person knows. Well, I got permission from her to talk about it, so let's just dive in, friends. I thought Kai and I were dating at the time. Kai and Billy were talking. Yeah, so Kai was talking to me while Kai was talking to Billy at the same time, yeah. Like, talking romantically. But yeah, that was a thing. That look gave us all the answers we needed. Yeah! I mean, I said it in a previous stream too, but yeah, I thought Kai and I were dating, and we went through the whole asking out thing, and then a little while later, Kai was like, I'm dating Billy now, and I was like, huh? Okay. But yeah, Billy is aware of that, and we have talked about that as well. And we're cool. She's sweet. She's really great. She's a great person. But yeah, that was the thing. Has Kai ever apologized to you for anything? This was in 2015, right? Yes. Has Kai ever apologized to you or anything? Well, back to the other thing. This was in 2015. It was 2014 and 2015. Has Kai ever apologized to me? Kai apologized to me for one thing, but it was also a really bullshit-ass apology that Kai gave me. Kai was paranoid that I was talking to, like, people on LOL Cow and, like, giving them information. Kai thought I was giving LOL Cow information, and blocked me and had my best friend block me as well. And then once Kai figured out it wasn't me, was like, oh, sorry, pretty much. And I was like, the fuck? Because I was really upset. I was really distressed about that situation because I had no idea what was going on. I wanted to talk to my best friend, and I couldn't because Kai brainwashed them. But that's the only apology I ever got, and it was bullshit. What did the people around you think about Kai? My mom does not like Kai at all. My mom, Kai. Bleh. Words. My mom hates Kai. My cousins liked Kai when I liked Kai, but then they started to catch on earlier than I did. And was like, this doesn't seem quite right. But looking back on it, I am thankful my mom held off on letting me visit Kai for such a long time. Because I didn't have to be in a situation like that. And I feel for everyone who did have to be in a situation like that. I really do. I'm just thankful that I didn't get dragged into it, I guess. Even though I was friends with Kai for, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019. 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 6, 7, 8 years? 8 years on and off. But, we were friends on and off for 8 years. So we were still very, very close, but, did anyone ever confront you about Kai? Like your mom or cousins or anything? My mom... Okay, so I was a really bad kid. You could tell me to do something, but I was not going to listen to you, and I was going to do it anyways. And Sarah can attest to this, because Sarah has been in my personal life for a very, very long time. But my mom has told me, like, don't be friends with Kai, and I just didn't listen, and I learned the hard way, so it'd be like that. When were you supposed to see Kai at first? How old were you? I was probably newly 16 when we first started talking about it, and then I kept, like, slowly introducing it to my mom, but my mom misunderstood and thought Kai was coming here. My mom was okay with Kai coming here, but not okay with me going there at newly 16, so that wasn't gonna fly. The time I almost, like, actually did go, I was 16, almost 17. And then Kai ghosted me, and then that didn't happen, but my mom was, like, finally, like, semi-okay with it happening. So still underage. How old was Kai at this time? I genuinely don't know how old he is. You're asking me to math again? When we met, he was 18 or 19. 19, 20? 20 probably. That's just a guess. I mean, math side of Twitter, do your thing, but yeah. Because me and Kai met when Kai was 18 or 19, I'm pretty sure. You at him. Yeah. You.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and follow us on Twitter to keep up to date on your favorite streamers. Blarg you later.